Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Bearable Bull here. And I got this aggressively average content for you today. As ladies and gentlemen, I ask all of you to check my Udemy course down in the description below. Lecture 11 has my new portfolio update, as I have a new second largest holding in my portfolio. All of you need to take a look. I have additional holdings as well, and you don't want to miss it. And now, to get started for the day. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so bullish on the crypto market right now. I believe we have already experienced the worst. There is a small potential of a correction where we could see 20 to 50% further lower prices. But if that does happen, we'll just buy the dip. Right now, it's a waiting game to see what the market truly decides to do. But I'm seeing massive indications that we're going to go up from here. And let me show you why with this massive one right now. Elon Musk was shilling crypto, and he stated he owns quite a few of them.
Support something that improves the quality of information with which we conduct the economy. And Bitcoin is a candidate for that. It does, I think, some things well, and it's obviously it's evolving, and there are additional things like Lightning being done on top of Bitcoin. But Bitcoin per se is mostly solving for scarcity, or rather solving for essentially having no throat to choke, decentralized. So there's no one who can be coerced in any way to empty their Bitcoin account. Well, I guess they could technically, but on an individual basis, but the system as a whole cannot. And it has an open ledger, which is also quite good. But transaction volume is low. Transaction cost is high, and usability for the average person is not yet very good, but it has a lot of potential. And I should say that, like, I'm not, and I apologize for taking a long time, but there certainly is a lot to say. In general, I'm a supporter of Bitcoin and the idea of cryptocurrency in general. But as I've said publicly, we do need to watch out for crypto taking, especially Bitcoin, using proof of work to maybe use energy that's maybe a bit too much and not necessarily good for the environment. So, but on balance, I support Bitcoin, and I'm not an investor. The only publicly traded stock I own is Tesla, and the only significant thing I own outside of Tesla is my SpaceX stock that could help create both companies. So, but apart from that, I do own Bitcoin, and Tesla owns Bitcoin, SpaceX owns Bitcoin, and then I do personally own a bit of Ethereum and Dogecoin, of course. So,
ladies and gentlemen, we just saw Elon Musk say he owns Bitcoin, Ether, and Doge. He stated Bitcoin doesn't solve the payments problem. Just wait until he figures out about XRP Stellar and others. Here we have Raoul Pal, the founder and CEO of Real Vision, stating Bitcoin seems to have negated the head and shoulders pattern. On-chain data suggests huge accumulation and better market dynamics. Metcalfe's law. Their law valuations are increasing, and time and price have now met the log trend. Ethereum has also reached the log trend in time and price, and looks like it's forming a wedge. Guys, we also see from James Rule XRP that positive regulations is key for the entire crypto market. The 2017 Bullrun will look like a blip on the radar. Bitwise, a cryptocurrency index fund, their CIO predicted a next major bull run will come with positive regulation, and we are in the midst of regulatory clarity. Remember, I posted yesterday that Rothschild Investment Corp tripled its Bitcoin position in July. And I also told you that Bitcoin mining is beginning to leave China. And now they're looking for environmentally friendly mining. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been very harsh on Bitcoin for a while. I've been saying I don't believe it will be the king of the crypto space because its utility is limited. But its utility does exist. Its utility is as the store of value in digital gold, Gold 2.0, and I 100% agree with that narrative. I believe Bitcoin's price will rise and I support its rise. The reason is because Bitcoin is still the king of the crypto space, and we need it to rise to continue to experience this bull run until XRP eventually replaces Bitcoin as the king. The flippening will happen, but until it does, we have to support Bitcoin's future. And something massive happened the other day in the background. Thinking Crypto covered it briefly, and I want you to listen to his words as I explain it after.
Hey everybody, big news today. Grayscale has partnered with BNY Mellon. BNY Mellon is going to support them from an ETF services standpoint. Now, a couple of things. Grayscale is the largest crypto investment firm. They have multiple trusts, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink, so on and so forth. BNY Mellon is the world's largest custodial bank with around $41 trillion of assets in custody. And back in February of this year, they announced they would be offering crypto custody services. So one of the oldest banks, and they're getting involved in crypto, and now a major partnership with Grayscale. And we saw Grayscale just yesterday, their large cap crypto fund was added to SEC reporting. We know their Bitcoin and Ethereum trusts are also added with SEC reporting. So they're going for that Bitcoin ETF. And this is a big part of what will help them with this partnership with BNY Mellon.
Ladies and gentlemen, it seems like Grayscale, through their partnership with BNY Mellon, are pursuing aggressively a Bitcoin ETF. And a Bitcoin ETF is something we've been lacking to truly see powerful price appreciation with Bitcoin. A Bitcoin ETF, to explain it very simply, is a tool that will help people hold Bitcoin. Bitcoin futures, which launched in 2017, is the reason a lot of people give for the bull run ending. Bitcoin futures was a tool to help short Bitcoin, and an ETF will help its price appreciation. This is a massive development that we all need to pay attention to. But before I can continue, I want to briefly compare Bitcoin and XRP. Bitcoin's total market cap currently is $600 billion. XRP's current market cap is $26 billion. Currently, to see XRP surpass Bitcoin's price, we need to see about 20x returns on our investment. And that means a roughly $10 to $11 XRP, which we all believe is achievable and plenty of chart analysts have been calling for as a minimum this bull cycle. And considering the Flare network is on standby ready to launch soon, that is something else we need to keep an eye on as additional value to the XRP ecosystem. Ladies and gentlemen, a bombshell of an announcement was made by the Flare team yesterday. Songbird is the canary network for Flare, the test network for Flare. All Spark token recipients will be airdrop Songbird, and Songbird is most easily comparable to Polkadot's Kusama. Kusama is a powerful network heavily correlated with Polkadot, and we see its current value. Polkadot is one of the most powerful smart contract and DeFi platforms on the planet, and I believe Flare Network and Songbird will be powerhouses as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting the Spark token for holding XRP, Songbird for holding XRP. Flare Finance is airdropping additional Spark Flare for the XRP holder. This is all so important. Keep this in your minds. No other ecosystem rewards its holders like the XRP ecosystem does. If you claimed Flare through self-custody like a ledger, you'll use the same Ethereum style address, but with a different chain ID to access Songbird. However, if you claimed your Spark token through an exchange, they will receive Songbird on your behalf and you will have to ask them permission to distribute it to you. This is just a powerful announcement we all have to keep an eye on. We'll get 0.1511 Songbird for every XRP we have. And ladies and gentlemen, XRP is just a gift that keeps on giving. Songbird, Y-Flare, Spark. The network hasn't even launched yet. And I'm so excited to participate. A lot of people feel lukewarm about Flare. And I think that just shows a little bit of the childish temperament in crypto. Flare is going to make us wealthier than any other community of people on the planet. XRP's price appreciation alone would have already done that. But Flare will unlock the value of so many different cryptos. We have XRP, Stellar, Doge. What else? What else do we need? We have Litecoin too. We'll eventually have Ethereum. And then we'll eventually unlock the value of Bitcoin. Everything will be on the Flare network in one way, shape, or form to help mint F assets. Passive income will be laughable with the Flare network. And I'm so excited for this platform to get it together. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me briefly pivot our attention back to this XRP case very quickly, as the other day, Commissioner Hester Pierce and Roisman from the SEC are combating their own organization. They're helping Ripple in this case because they see the absurdity of their own SEC. Ripple filing in support of fair notice defense states that Commissioners Pierce and Roisman have candidly explained that there is a decided lack of clarity for market participants in the crypto space. And Jeremy Hogan states Attorney Kellogg understands how great this argument is and is going to be. If a reasonable person doesn't have any clarity in July 2021, how the hell did they have it back in 2019-17 before the big Dow guidance, or even back in 2013? Ladies and gentlemen, it's a foregone conclusion that Ripple's going to win this case. The only question is when, and the only question is if we're going to get a settlement sooner than we expect. With Hinman's deposition coming July 27th, and Elizabeth Warren asking for SEC clarity the 28th. I think it was likely we would have gotten a settlement in September. But now, it's a very real possibility we could get a settlement before that. There's a lot of secrets in the SEC, and they may not want to let the cat out the bag. Let's wait and see what happens. But I'll say this again, you need to be in before the settlement. Because after the settlement, the price will shoot to the moon and beyond. The supply shock of XRP right now is insane. Unlisted from almost every exchange on the planet, it's very hard to get while it's at beautiful values. And that's the point. They don't want you to get rich. They want you to stay broke. The XRP community does not stay broke. We find a way, and we persevere. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you remember yesterday, I made a video talking about all of you needing to watch out for Stellar. And just one day later, we see that Stellar is looking to take over Moneygram. Let me make myself clear, ladies and gentlemen, Ripple tested Moneygram. In my personal opinion, Moneygram was a test for XRP. I think institutions were watching that XRP, Moneygram utility, and that Ripple Moneygram partnership closely. In my opinion, they succeeded. But now Stellar is moving in and looking to take over Moneygram. Stellar is meant for retail, in my opinion, and XRP is meant for wholesale. Never forget that. This is not a competition. Everything will hold hands into the finish line. And let me make myself clear. There is a very important difference in the way Stellar is structured versus the way Ripple and XRP are structured. Ripple is a private company. Stellar is a non-profit. That is something powerful you all need to understand. I believe Jed McCaleb understood some of the potential pitfalls Ripple could be going through, like this SEC lawsuit right now. Ladies and gentlemen, every crypto organization, company on the planet did something somewhat illegal, somewhat wrong, somewhat slap on the wrist fine worthy when they first got started. The SEC is not done with Ripple, and it's not done with the rest of the crypto space. Everything needs to get compliant, but Stellar, in my opinion, they're doing it correctly. Remember that MasterCard adopted USDC and tapped Circle for new initiative to settle transaction between card issuers and MasterCard itself. They're expanding interoperability between existing payment networks, and USDC is happening right at the same time, guys, as the president's working group was having stablecoin regulation clarity meetings. This is so powerful, and I think USDC might get a green light. That means Stellar adoption, Stellar utility is on standby. Circle is also going public. All tides are rising with Stellar, guys. Stellar and XRP are going to the finish line, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The Stellar Development Foundation, being a non-profit organization, in my opinion, is going to give Stellar some utility in the short and midterm that XRP has to wait for. I told all of you I believe Stellar could very well moon before XRP does. But remember, I always stated XRP is going to moon the most and the fastest once it does. Stellar and XRP are brother and sister coins, both playing a role in this new financial ecosystem, this new financial system. This is not going to stop. We're getting better every single day. This is not crypto tribalism, and it's not a competition. I own plenty of Stellar, and even though XRP is my biggest holding, I'm glad to see one of my other coins doing well, and I believe that Moneygram Stellar partnership is going to go very well too. Let's see what happens next, as things are getting very interesting. Now guys, to cap off this video for today, I'm going to play a clip from the World Economic Forum. It has a little bit of an ominous mood to it. I'm not going to lie to you, but it's something that the future is bringing, and they're advertising now. I was talking yesterday about QR codes and contactless payments and how they're priming the minds of the masses for something big. This technology I'm about to show you in this clip is something else they could use for all of that to happen. Watch what they do. Listen to what they say. This is the grand rollout of a brand new financial system, and we are at the front lines to profit handsomely from it. This is the Bearable Bull here, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. Now I'll be back tomorrow with another video.